Trying to do my best this morning, but hey, I guess. Mm, just, wait till we get some people on it. Morning, morning. Morning, I would have on already. Big up yourself. This morning is a different morning. It's not gonna be a full show because, in fact, we didn't plan to have a show this morning, but we realized so find a little space where we can go on with that thing. So, blogging world stay, That's how the blogging world is. Morning, Ilian. Boy, I tell you. I'll wait for some more people to forward. Waiting on some more people to forward. Because mm, we basically say we need a come on this morning, but we realize that we're at the airport and we have a little time. So there are some issues that I really want to touch on. So we might be here for about an hour, you know, talk to you for about an hour and see what can go on. So, morning and welcome everybody. Share the channel, share up the channel. Mm. Share up the channel. Getting ready. Because this morning I basically want to address the Honorable Babsy Grange. That's what I want to address this morning. And then we have a cut because we are at the airport. Sometimes we have to move around the world. And we have a flight in another hour and a little bit, maybe another hour and 30 minutes. So we're just taking an hour out of your time this morning. So we don't want to get in it until we have everybody on. So share up the channel. Share up the channel. Like up the video. And then we'll get in it. Because it's one issue we are dealing with this morning. The sectorial debate was Tuesday in the parliament. And the Minister of Culture and the Creative Industry delivered her presentation in the sectorial debate. So that is what we are going to be responding to this morning. And we don't want it to be too long because, as I said, we have a flight in about another hour and little. So therefore, we don't want the noise and all of that getting out. So we are going to be quick about this because we have to say our piece. Because one of the main things I want to tell you this morning is that Babsy Grange and the Andrew Holness-led administration, they have lemon playing dandy shandy instead of making lemonade with it and export it to the world. So that's what we'll talk about this morning, right here, so on Portland Spice TV. Welcome everybody, welcome everybody. Share up the link. We're not getting it until we have some more people on the platform because, as I said, we're not going to stay long this morning. We're not going to be staying long. Please don't abandon us. No, man. Elaine abandoned who? That ain't in my book. That ain't in my book. You see, sometimes you have to take care of some business, right? And we are out here taking care of some business, and we still ensure say we find the time to basically come in on the channel because even last night I told Mr. Stamp that we have a program this morning, and sitting down at the airport, I realized that no, but we have Wi-Fi, we have instruments, and therefore we can talk to people. So the fact that my shadow minister made some response to Babsy, and there are some things that she leave for me to do. So she dealt with the policy aspects of the culture and the creative industry. It's my responsibility to deal with the possibilities and what the culture and the creative industry offer to our people. And I heard an interview with her on Nationwide News Network, and the hosts, they were trying to defend Babsy Gray. And let me tell you right now, not even like working on my glasses. So let me take off the glasses and tell you. Babsy Grange and the Andrew Wellness led administration has let us down as it relates to the possibilities of the culture and the creative industry. The culture and the creative industry is it is actually in the top three fastest growing industry in the world right now. The culture and the creative industry, you would have heard me say this many times. It is valued at 3 trillion US dollars globally annually. Simplifying that, every year people make over $3 trillion out of the creative industry, people and countries. The creative industry also employ over 50 million. You hear me say? The creative industry employs over 50 million people globally in high paying jobs. So you'd have heard Julian Robinson and the party leader in their budget presentation, a response to, they mentioned the low tech, low income, low growth economy that Jamaica is having. And I am here to tell you that Jamaica no have to have that low tech, low growth, low income economy. Because Jamaicans are some of the most talented people in the world. Morning, Gilly. And it is on show that we are talented. No, we're not set up to take any calls this morning. Based on how we are operating. The call's not going to work. So don't call me this morning. You have to just listen to me this morning. And as I say, we're not going to be on for 2 hours. We're just going to be on for a short period of time. Addressing Babsy Grange sectorial in the sectorial debate. And she also did a press conference where she disrespected some of us by calling us young Turks, dismissing us. Yeah. So before I get to the press conference that she was at, our press briefing, I'm explaining to you that the creative industry, it is music, it is the visual and the performing arts, it is film. The artisans who carve things, they are part of the creative industry. Once you use your mind to think about something and produce something from it, you're a part of the creative industry. You write a poem and love poet. The DJs, the singers, the actors and the actresses, they are all part of the creative industry. And around the world, people are making trillions of US dollars from this industry. And Jamaica, with all its talent, woefully lacking. I tell you something that I want to challenge Babsy and her ministry on. In 2022, Babsy Grange, Honorable Babsy Grange, in our sectorial debate. You're not hearing me, but anybody not hearing me, check up on the volume in the sectorial debate. Just next turn. All right, watch this spin, Mikey. Sorry about that. Let me just get some things right. I make certain. I see somebody talking about the volume, so I make certain I have everything together. Babsy Grange in her sectorial debate said that Jamaica makes $2.2 billion. That will be 21 to 22 from the culture and the creative industry. No, 2.21 billion adds up to about 13 million US. Now, 13 million US is chump change when you're talking about $3 trillion. Hmm? Really chump change. Good. When you talk about $3 trillion. So I am saying to Babsy Grange that I'm disappointed that in your sectorial debate in 2023, you did not mention how much Jamaica made from the creative industry. In your sectorial debate in 2024, you did not tell us how much Jamaica make from the creative industry. And I want to ask why. Because you did it in 2022. Is it that you're embarrassed about Jamaica's return from the culture and the creative industry? Or is it that you don't have the capacity to measure Jamaica's earning from the culture and the creative industry? I would love to know. Because when you do the research around the world, you see how much other countries are making annually from the culture and the creative industry. Now, let me take you to the sectorial debate, where Babsy Grange refer to the fact that there are 7 persons shadowing her. Comrade Grange, with all due respect, and I love you as a person, I'm not criticizing you, the person, I'm criticizing your policies and your ministry. You said the culture and the creative industry, and you actually said sports and entertainment to quote your verbatim. You said sports and entertainment is used as a unifying tool. Honorable Babsy Grange, that's the analog days. I've moved to digital now. Yes, sports and culture is a unifying tool. But sports and culture is long past that. Sports and culture is now, as I said earlier, one of the top 3 industries in the world, valued at over $3 trillion US annually, morning record. So Babsy Grange, the days of just seeing sports as a feel-good moment and culture as a feel-good moment has long past, and you are wasting glorious opportunity that Jamaica have. Because watch this. If you look at sports, if you look at athletics, Jamaica is rated in the top 3 in the world. In fact, I think there are times when we are number 1. Because if you measure it per capita, yeah, we would have been like number 1 in the world. Because when you look at athletics, it's under the United States, can really claim not over with too tough. If you look at our music, I said we are number 1. But for fear of any contradiction, I'll tell you that we are easily in the top three with our music. Reggae music is rated globally. It is the world stage that says Bob Marley One Love is the number one album for the millennium. And the world said that, Jamaica said that. You understand? So that is sports and that's our music. Now, just recently I found in common that Aki and Saltfish is rated in the top three food that you must eat in the world. The American burger is number one. But Aki and Saltfish is in the top three. And gastronomy is a part of the creative industry. We talk about food, it's a part of the creative industry. So, sports and entertainment is no longer just a unified tool. It is a money making business, big, big money business. And sports and entertainment, the culture and the creative industry is what Jamaica is most competitive in the world. We can compete with any country when you talk about culture and the creative industry. So we've been having a shortfall in terms of export. And let me help you, Antimax. We need to start exporting our culture. And I understand that most people don't know how to do that. Yeah? The knowledge is right in this head, this brain. And I say to all Jamaicans, Mark will never just name Colin Bell as the Deputy Shadow Minister of Culture and the Creative Industry because he liked Colin Bell. He did that because he saw something in Colin Bell. He saw talent. And he understood the vision that we put forward. And here we go now. The next PNP administration will ensure, that Jamaica starts earning significantly from the culture and the creative industry. It is our intention in our first term in office to start to move the needle because right now when you mentioned in 2022 that we earned $2.2 billion, that's 0.0046% of the 3 trillion. Yes. The intention for the People's National Party, our first term, is to bring the earnings from the culture and the creative industry to at least 1% of that $3 trillion. 1% of 3 trillion US is 30 billion US, over 3 times our present budget. So I say to all Jamaicans, we don't have to be so poor. We have all we need to be a wealthy country. Yeah? So get ready to put the PNP and Mark Willie back in charge of Jamaica. And when you do that, we will provide money to invest in education in Crawford. We will provide money to invest in healthcare, Dr. Alfred does. We will provide money to fix our roads, Comrade Mickey Phillips. So, I said to the people of Portland, it is your candidate. It is your candidate, the East Portland MP candidate, that possesses that knowledge of what we need to do because there's something that we need to do in Jamaica to ensure that we start earning from the creative industry. And let me give you a breakdown of what countries around the world is earning from the creative industry. When you look at a country like America, which is a large country, yeah, America earns 690 billion US dollars annually from the creative industry. The United Kingdom earns 125 billion pounds annually from the creative industry.
India earns $150 billion from the creative industry. Nigeria, they are earning 50 billion US from the creative industry. I am saying that if we put our foot forward, our right foot forward, by implementing the right things that we need to do and government playing their role, because there's a major role for government to play in this. In our first 5 years in office, we will get us up to that 1%. And then sky is the limit after that. Let me show you something. You remember in COVID when DJ went out? So I got used to do this thing. We bring on the artists. DJ just I don't remember his name right now. But it was when Beanie Man and Bounty Killer went on that the thing went viral. I think it's DJ Casper, DJ Cassidy, DJ Cassidy. Morning Gear. DJ Cassidy is his name. It was when Beanie Man and Bounty Killer went on the platform that you see the thing kick up. I have gone to reggae shows in Europe with over 100,000 people turning out to listen to reggae music. See with me this morning because, as I said, we're on the road and we're at an airport and we just realize that we can't get on, so we just coming on for a short while to address or to give a response to the sectoral debate of the Minister of Culture and the Creative Industry, Honorable Babsy. And I don't want anybody to think that this Babsy, I love Babsy as a person, but Babsy's performance as the Minister of Culture and the Creative Industry is 1970 business. It's analog performance. We need a digital performance now to move Jamaica forward, because let me tell you the truth. When I talk about farming and organized farming, I talk about farming for Jamaica's food security. And if we farm well, we can export. So we'll never be able to export farm produce to compete with the major countries in the world. What we can produce comes from the culture and the creative industry that will be able to compete with any country around the world. And we don't have to be number one. As I said, we just need 1% of the 100%. Just one out of it. And if we get that one out of it, Jamaica will be a wealthy nation. You will see people now leaving other countries to come to Jamaica. You know, I hear a lady in our voice note saying that Shacka film said 5-year-olds can become millionaire and billionaire. And she criticized that. If you don't understand, every baby that you see in a movie gets paid. Every child where you see in a movie, they get paid. And they don't get penny. Them get big pay. You understand? Not hearing a thing, just subscribe, like, will follow your page. Hopefully, we can get you sorted out. Since you're not hearing anything, you have to turn up fully. Let me see if there's anything that I can do from my, as it relates to the mind. Trying to see if I can do anything to the mind. The mind, very low for you. Mike. So I hope you're hearing me better now. This looks better. This really looks better. This really looks better. Everybody hearing me better now? I think you hear me much better now. So we have to be serious about Jamaica's future. And what we have is the future of Jamaica in the hands of people who don't understand what to do. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Understand that you hear. So we can't continue that way to have the future of Jamaica in analog politicians operating in a digital age. Them not understand it. So it is the culture and the creative industry. It's not a small industry. It's vital to the growth of Jamaica to grow our economy. Right now we're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. And you can't come out of that way. I am saying to you that the culture and the creative industry. And just do some research. Everybody have Google. Do some research. I'll show you an example. Look how long I have been saying to people that we need to do some movie with Bob Marley. I've been saying this for years, for more than 15 years. In the public space, I have been saying that Bob Marley, we should have gone 20 movies with Bob Marley already. Paramount and the kids of Bob Marley came to Jamaica last year and did the biopic. My last check on the biopic made over 177 million US at the box office. And that the last time I checked was made more than a month ago. So you see what me I talk about 177 million US dollars at the box office. So that is how great the creative industry is, you know. I tell people all the while, just look around Jamaica and the amount of rich people that you have. Name every Jamaican top artist that you know. Some of them would have squandered their earnings and get back poor. Because there's a memory gem that says the height that great men reach and kept were not attained by sudden flight. But you have a whole heap of men who reach, but just never keep. Some I could name some people. King Yellowman, Shabba Ranks, Buju Banton, Beanie Man, Shaggy, Sean Paul, Agent Sasko, Professor Nuts, Busy Signal. Just name the artists them. They have made millions. Luciano, Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaacs. I say to you, my people, the days of entertainment and sports as a unifying force only has passed long time. Because money not just start making at the creative industry, you know. Money I make from what people fill up in the creative industry. But for too long now, the Jamaican government, and not just this government, so I don't want nobody get me wrong, like me I say, Babsy alone, miss the boat. All other minister of culture miss the boat. Every single one of them. Every other entertainment minister that we have passed through would have missed the boat. Female, I wonder if a female make it. We are talking about Rita Marley, a billionaire, Judy Mowat, Marcia Griffiths, Tanya Stevens, Lady Saw, Spice, Shensia. All of them people that make billions on the world stage. And we can do way more because I'll put an example to you. Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell is a top comedian. I want to compare Glenn Campbell to Will Smith. Who do you think funnier in terms of comedy? Don't get me wrong, nobody, please. In terms of comedy, look at Oliver Samuels. The man they can't count Will Smith money. But the man they have the ability. They should have made more money. But because of a lack of opportunity in Jamaica and a lack of investment in the culture and the creative industry, them man they just come and go without not much. They make a change, to put food on them table. But the creative industry and the culture is way above putting food on your table. It's about that's wealth creation. When you're a top creative, you're supposed to be wealthy. You're not supposed to have feel for nothing. There are people in Jamaica right now who are earning 50,000 US in a hour. There are people in Jamaica right now who are earning 100,000 US in a hour's work. And then the minister sees entertainment as a unifying force only. Bigger than that, minister. You said you're willing to work with us. I am a Jamaican and I am for Jamaica. Come sit down with me, minister. Let me teach you a few things. Because I don't just want to sit down and wait on the PNP to get in power for this wealth to start, I would love it start now. Because the infrastructures that are needed are going to take a little time to put in place. And that's why I never tell us as the PNP going up power, we're going to start earn the 1%. We say within our first term. Because for the first 2 or 3 years, it would be investment in the creative and the culture industry. So we are going to take the time, put the investment, put infrastructure in place. But while we are investing, you're going to start earning. Because that's how dynamic the culture and the creative industry is. So you have some business where you have to put in the investment and wait before you start. No, the culture and the creative industry, you start earn right away because Jamaica is earning money from it now. It's just that we're not earning to our ability. And therefore, we are saying to the people of Jamaica, the PNP under the leadership of Mark Olin is ready to make that move. Make that move. Make that move right now. To start using culture and the creative industry to create wealth, not just as a unifying tool, like the minister said. Some people are afraid of driving the culture and the creative industry because you know why? It is the average you and me and our children who are going to get the wealth out of this industry. You don't have to have money to start make money out of the creative industry. You don't have to be wealthy. The average youth down a trench town, the average youth a free school, the average youth up a Bell Castle, the average youth a Moortown who is talented will make money once we start push the creative industry. So you know what I like when we start saying now, every youth in a Jamaica who want to become a movie star, vote for PNP. We are going to make you into a movie star. Every youth in Jamaica who want to make it big as a DJ or a singer, make sure you vote PNP because we are going to put the infrastructure in place to give you that opportunity to make it big. Every youth who want to be a movie producer, a record producer, producer of music, vote PNP because we are going to invest in your future. Let me tell you something. I see a Jamaica where within the next 5 to 7 years, we will create 10,000 new millionaires. I see a Jamaica where in the next 10 years, we will create 1,000 new billionaires. I see a Jamaica where we can pay our debt without borrowing from Peter to pay the debt.
I see a Jamaica that will move to a high-tech, high-growth, high-income economy. I see a Jamaica where any youth who are ambitious and willing to work will not have to scam anybody, will not have to rob anybody. And therefore, we will bring down the murder rate because more people will start earning. More people will start making real money. And therefore, Minister Grange, I love you as a lady, I rate you as a person, you say you're the mother, I rate you as that. But as the Minister of Culture, Entertainment, and Sports, you're not doing a good job, Minister. You don't understand this. Because I know that you mean Jamaica well. And if you had the understanding of the culture and the creative industry and sports, you would have done what needs to be done. But if you don't know, you just don't know. If you don't understand, you just don't understand. And I'm saying to you that your argument about working together, we are ready. And again, Minister, nobody's shadowing you. Mark Jefferson Golden understand the importance of the portfolios that you have, especially sports, culture, and the creative industry. It is too big an industry for that small presentation that you made on Tuesday. Much more needs to be done. This is the industry that can turn Jamaica's economy around. 3 trillion US dollars annually is out there to be made. You are unable from 2022 to tell us how much Jamaica is earning. The policy framework has not come forward. But I leave that for Dr. Deborah Icklin to talk about. I continue to talk about the possibilities, the economic gain that is to be made from the culture and the creative industry. I spoke about Jamaican artists who are earning hundreds of millions, 100,000 US, for an hour work. There are artists around the world who earns $1 million US for an hour work, an hour and a half or 2 hours for a live performance. You hear me? Most of them young artists here. Let me tell you about Valiant. Because we tried book Valiant recently for a show. You know how much Valiant is asking for to work for about half hour? $3 million. Valiant is asking for $3 million to work for half hour. Pre that, we can produce whole heap more Valiant. Whole heap more Valiant we can produce. So, the days of feel good from entertainment alone has passed. It's money. It's the money maker. People are wondering when Jamaica will come out of debt, when we are going to have a better Jamaica, when the economy will start grow. The economy will start growing when PNP becomes the government again. And Colin Bell will be in the Ministry of Culture and the Creative Industry. and implement what needs to be implemented for the growth of the culture and the creative industry. We'll put in the necessary infrastructure for the exportation of culture. Get ready, my people. And I said to the people of East Portland now, said to the people of East Portland, the talent that your MP candidate possesses is unknown to some people around us. Yeah? It took a Mark Golden to spot that calling bell no normal. And we have something to offer to the country of Jamaica. And I don't want to blow my own hand, but Damian Crawford they tell we say, if you don't put your stats out there, people will think you're a mongrel when you're pedigree. Yeah? East Portland, it is your candidate who is out there inspiring the youth of Jamaica, telling them how we are going to allow them to become millionaires and billionaires, giving them hope and confidence in their country. It is your candidate, East Portland, who is saying to the youths of Jamaica, and not just the youth, because culture and the creative industry don't recognize age. Because the culture and the creative industry, it needs young, it needs old, it needs very old, and it needs the baby. No matter what age you are, you can earn from the culture and the creative industry. So, Eastern Portland, your candidate possess the knowledge to take Jamaica in 5 years to start earning 30 billion US dollars. So don't make nobody run come tell you nothing. Somebody asked me the other day how you going to inspire the people of East Portland. And I said to the person, the people of East Portland are inspired. But we're not just inspiring the people of East Portland, we are inspiring the people of Jamaica. Because there are a lot of people who understand what we are talking about and know so what we are talking about and up high in the sky. They know that what we are talking about is real. The people of East Portland are inspired when we say we're going to make the World Reggae Park on Navy Island. The people of East Portland are inspired when we say we're going to put a statue of Nanny in the town square. The people of East Portland are inspired when we say we're going to develop the East Harbour to accept the megaliners. The people of East Portland are inspired when we say we're going to build a maroon village in Moortown. The people of East Portland are inspired when we say we're going to upgrade the Port Antonio Hospital to a minimum of a type B facility. The people of East Portland are inspired when we talk about organized farming to feed ourselves. The people of East Portland are inspired when we say we're going to upgrade Case to a university. So listen to me. It is time to unite and to work and to ensure that when the general election is called, we get rid of the digital politicians. My apologies. When the next election is called, we get rid of the analog politicians. We are living in a digital age and we need new thinking. So it's time for the digital thinking to take place. Yeah? It is time that we work together and ensure that the economy of Jamaica must grow. Not a business if you're a labor right or you're a paid leader. Because right now, it is about Jamaica. You can't shuffle paper to grow a country. You have to produce. You have to produce and we must export. What is it that we are going to export to create wealth? Culture.
we're going to export Jamaican culture. They crave it around the world. What our leaders don't know is how to export culture. You know how much people are saying to me, Shaka, if you get one of them things the way you put out done, East Portland gone clear. And that's how I know that the people are inspired. They said to me, Shaka, if you ever get that World Reggae Park on Navy Island, Portland gonna lead again. That's how I know the people are inspired. People come to me and them say, hey, you see the statue thing in the town square? We want to see that happen. And the Maroon Village, the people are inspired. Smith, you said the people are inspired when they hear that Bob Marley Bob Marley needs to be a national hero. What Bob Marley means to Jamaica, some people still don't understand it. Bob Marley is the most popular Jamaican globally. Everybody knows Bob Marley. Hey, you know Bob Marley?
Yeah, I know Bob Marley.
You see? These people are, where are you from?
Chicago.
Chicago, they know Bob Marley. Do you know Anjo Holness?
No.
Nobody know Anjo. They know Bob Marley. Bob Marley. I no disrespect to Anjo, we know so nobody don't know him like that. Bob Marley is the most popular Jamaican and should become a national hero. If me start sing One Love now, we know everybody ever sing. Then we sing Exodus too. So, Jamaicans, tell Babsy me, sir, that if she need help for the time that she have leave, she can call me. The culture and the creative industry is the biggest thing that Jamaica have. And we had sports to that. Sports, and sports, you know, is a part of the creative industry. But based on where Jamaica is, and that's why I have to take off my glass, I'm have an hat for tip to Mark Goldie. And I tell you about a man who understands business, that they think differently. You see, Wavelines has played sports at the highest level. And therefore, Wavelines know sports and understand it. The comrade leader also realized that the other areas of the culture and the creative industry have been left behind so far, so it needs more attention. So he separated. Yeah? Now I give to one man to do everything. So we will take care of sports. Dr. Deborah Icklin, Colin Bell, Dr. Olivia Rose, O'Shane Grant. Dr. Olivia Rose and O'Shane Grant, they are the junior ministers, shadow ministers. Dr. Deborah Icklin is the shadow minister. Yours truly, Colin Bell, is the deputy shadow minister. And it is that industry that have the answer to Jamaica's woes. To move our people from poverty to prosperity. You never know nothing about that, Andrew. It's just a slogan you talk. You just talk it. But the truth is, you never tell me how you're going to do it. I am telling you that the next PNP administration will use culture and the creative industry to lift our people out of poverty. And that tide will lift all boats. All boats will be lifted by that tide when we start moving the culture and the creative industry forward. But people, I get ready for my flight. We have a couple more flights today. So we are getting ready for the flight. So I give thanks to all of the people who join in this morning. All of the people who come on. So we just have a recap quickly. The sectorial debate was Tuesday. The Minister of Culture and Entertainment and Sports made her presentation. We think she missed the ball totally. What she presented, we liken it to Bob's the Grange have a lemon. Or let me put it bigger. Bob's the Grange and the Andrew Willis led administration. They have a lemon farm. But instead of using the lemon farm to make lemonade and export it, they are using the lemons to play dandy shandy, wasting it. And therefore, we are saying to them, time come to use the lemons to make lemonade and to export it around the world and for Jamaica to earn well-needed foreign exchange from it. So that's the culture and the creative industry and sports. That is what we're talking about. Babs, you don't know what to do with it. In 2022, in our sectorial debate, she said we made $2.2 billion, which is 0.0046%. And if you ask what we are going to do, because I hear people say so what the PNP are going to do, we are going to move that needle. And within our first term, we are going to start earning at least 1% from the creative industry. An industry which is valued at $3 trillion. The PNP intention in the first term is to earn 1%, which is valued at 30 billion US dollars. That's where we want to take Jamaica. Time come for our youths to get opportunity. Time come to create wealth for our people. Time come to move the youths from street side greetings to business meetings. Time come for a leader with integrity, Mark Jefferson Golding. For a team with integrity and passion. You have some people in the PNP right now who are passionate about the growth of Jamaica. And Damian Crawford, who is passionate about education. Dr. Alfred Dawes, who is passionate about health. Peter Bunting, who is passionate about the safety and security of our citizens. Nikhil Phillips, who is passionate about transportation and works. Dr. Dayton Campbell is passionate about our agriculture, food security, ensuring that we can feed ourselves. And Julian Robinson is passionate about moving the economy from that low tech, low growth, low income economy to a high tech, high growth, high income economy. A leader who no come for script. A leader who have the talent to lead and manage business, who have shown that he has been successful in his business before and is ready to put that talent to work to ensure that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship and prosperity, and to play our part in the advancement of the welfare of the whole human race. One love, my people. See you next week when we come to you live from the studios of Portland Spice TV. Blessings and walk good. See you next week. Yeah, man, big up on yourself. No, I'm not flying at you. No, I'm not flying in the hand from the airport. I mean, I've been at this airport, it's sexy. The first me I come at the airport, yeah. Savannah International, that's where we are now. And I'm not telling them to travel to the day now, but I will if I'm traveling today. And then tomorrow we are travel again. So big up on yourself. Yeah, man. And the youth need to be at the heart of every project. But you see, Smith, that's what me I said to you. The culture and the creative industry is for the average man. The big man who have the money already are going to make money out of it. But the average man going to get rich out of the culture and the creative industry. That's what the culture and the creative industry is about. It's about the youth. Some have said to the youth, them not get involved in a crime, not tarnish no name. Because when this opportunity come, you know, have no police record where you can't be the star for your show, where you can't go foreign when you turn big artists. Be patient. Be patient. The PNP will form the next government. When all of you go out and vote for your PNP representative in your area, that Mark Jefferson Golding become prime minister and guide this country. You can't take no part. You cannot take no. You can't Now you have people who understand. Oops. Alright, well, so we lose the sound. So we lose the sound. Yeah. So the sound should be back now. I guess that call kind of mess up the whole thing a bit.